Hey friends, just wanted to stop in real briefly and pay you a visit and enjoy a pipe with you. So pull out your favorite tobacco, your favorite pipe, pack you a little, about a half a bowl, and let's sit and talk a minute. Uh, First, let's do a little housekeeping. I am smoking some a good old favorite. That I hadn't smoked in a while. I've kind of been letting some of my MAs get neglected. I've gotten several blends in. Folks have sent me some blends. I've bought some blends, from Just for Him and the pipe shop there in Little Rock. And, Mike sent me 16 blends from the winnings on his contest. And Les, a.k.a. Calendar, had sent me several. So I'm working on a bunch of those. But went back tonight and decided to revisit an old MA's blend, and I'm mighty glad I did, called Wall Street. And I'm smoking it in this little Bichon pot. This is the second bowl of the Wall Street I've had this evening, and smoking it in this Bichon pot. And I've told y'all about this before. This is the pipe that this is probably, as far as looks, is not my favorite, but as far as smoking, I ain't got one that'll beat it. This thing will smoke anything great in it. It'll take a bad tobacco and turn it into something good. It was a gift to me from my wife, and it came from MA's. And this little pipe's wasn't but around $60, so it's been a good smoker for $60. So let's get this bowl fired up. Hey, Kenny. The kitty cat just came in. I didn't really do a char line. I went for the full deal on it, but I'm gonna have to relight it anyway. But I wanted to talk to y'all about the age-old question: do you rest and do you rotate? And that's kind of the question for tonight. And like I say, it's an age-old question, and I've kind of been looking, reading around a little online at Pipes Magazine and different forums and whatnot, and there's 1,000 different beliefs on that, and 1,000 different answers, and I still don't have one, and I'm going to do some more research, and we'll come back and touch on this topic again. But I've a little bit this evening and the night before last kind of done a little reading on it, and like I say, you can get 1,000 opinions on it, and everybody seems to have their own. And I do rest the pipes, but I don't have a 7-day rotation per se. Well, no, I don't have a dedicated rotation, one that I live by. I've often thought about it just for the kind of the fun of it, if nothing else, because most of my pipes tend, they get plenty of rest, with the exception of one or two that I get on a kick, and I'll be hot and heavy on that pipe. But as far as getting enough rest, yeah, I mean, I've got a few that have rested too much, and like I said the other day, I went back and revisited, made it a mission to go back and smoke some of the pipes that I haven't smoked in a couple of 3 months, and before you know it, time will get away from you, and those pipes get forgotten on the back of the rack back there. But I've been fortunate enough. I've gotten a couple of pipes from Uncle Raggy, and I've won 2 or 3 off of eBay, and I've bought a couple new ones, from MA's, and one there at Just for Him in Springfield. And so naturally, you've got a new pipe, you're really into it. Some of your old favorites just kind of get pushed off to the side. Well, I went back and really started working on some of those. Now, this is one that I've had I can't remember Oh, if this was birthday, I think this was birthday, so I've had it since about April. My birthday's April 23rd, and we drove over to MA's and picked it up, and made a trip over there. Went over to eat at Posada's. I love to go there. It's a little Tex-Mex. Well, it's a chain, but they make the best Tex-Mex food ever, and it's worth the drive, 90 miles. And plus, like I say, I'm always looking for an excuse to go to MA's. But like I say, Buddy and Billy's probably thinks I'm mad at them or forgotten them. I need to call them because I haven't ordered. And I was telling my wife tonight, I said, I hadn't ordered anything now in a couple of months from them, because maybe 2.5, because, I've had several people send me some blends, and that's good, and I'm always thankful. I got 16 blends from Mike. Sutliff has sent, I think, 10 or 12. I don't know. I'm still working on those. Still got some reviews to do. And then I like I say, bought some in Springfield, bought some in Little Rock, ordered some in Pipes and Cigars. So I just have not. But when I fired this up tonight, man, I said, and I've been telling Guy Witherspoon I was going to get us a couple. I was going to get some. I was going to send him a couple of ounces when I made my order, because he loves this stuff. And but I just hadn't done it, and Mom hadn't been back over to the situation last time she went didn't allow for her to stop, and then we all went after hour. By the time we come through, they wouldn't open, and so. But we're gonna get it, and my next one to try to go back to with them is the Ralph's Mix. I'm going to probably smoke a bowl of that before I turn it in for the night, but. Several good blends from, and of course, Golden Delight and Burley Light. Well, this Wall Street smoke's good, I'll tell you. And Guy fell in love with it too. So, but no, you hear everything about resting pipes that you'll get the bowl burn out. And one of the main things I've heard, some say let it rest 24 hours, some say 2 or 3 days, some say a week. I've known some older gents through the years that smoked the same pipe. They hit it 12 hours a day. Keep going, no problems. Eventually you'll have a bowl burnout, but a lot of the same thing I kept reading over and over was souring. And I guess that's a possibility. You want your briar to dry out, for the wood to totally dry on it. But in my opinion, if you're smoking a couple of bowls a day in a pipe, 2 or 3, I think you'd be fine. And I may get chastised for that. But any more than that, yes, I would certainly say, if you smoke 6, 7, 8 bowls a day in one with a heavy work got a good workout, I'd at least go for the 24-hour deal. That's always been my thing, is when I let one rest, it's minimum for 24 hours. Now, if I've really been working on it, a couple of days maybe, but 24 hours is kind of my rule. But having said that, I got a pipe here, for instance, and I've done it with this one that I'm smoking several times. But I've been on the kick of this pipe. This one gets smoked probably 5 days a week. I take it with me. I don't know why I got on such a kick with that one. With this one I won off of eBay. It's a tinderbox pipe. Man, I'll smoke. I'll take this one to work with me. I'll smoke. Get up in the morning. I'll smoke a bowl, maybe in it, maybe in something else. But I'll hit a bowl in this or half a bowl. Mess around here in the house a little bit, and then I'll put about a half a bowl in it. In the truck, I'll smoke it on the way to work. I got about a 20-mile drive, 23. So half a bowl is perfect for that. And during the day, I'll pack another bowl in it, and I'll take several breaks. And through the day, I'll smoke a bowl. I get home, on the way home, maybe a half a bowl. Get home, another bowl or two. So 2, 3, 5 or 6 bowls a day. And some days I smoke this 4 or 5 days in a row. Have had no siren trouble, no problems. But I use this from time to time. Just got this bottle in, but I've used this before, been using it a long time. Just stick your little cleaner in there, a little tip, run it through, and it'll work it. And when you're cleaning them, it does. It's really good for taking any souring or rank smell or taste out of it, because there's nothing worse than an old soggy, soured pipe to really distort your a good blend. But like I say, having said that, if you got one that sours, or you've been smoking a big heavy line of Kias or cherries in it, there's always this answer. Along with these. So there's a remedy to it. So I don't know. What do you do? Do you rest? Do you rotate? I'm thinking about doing a rotation, but I haven't yet. It might be fun to kind of get on a weekly rotation. I know Matches does one. Let me know how you rest, or if you rest. And I don't think there's no right or wrong answer to it. Technically, maybe when you get right down to it, yeah, they do need to rest, but I'm still not sure it's a total right and wrong deal. But I'd like to know if you rest, and certainly if you do a rotation. Here's 2 other little. You can't go wrong. Everybody needs to keep a tube of that in. I just cleaned this pipe. Well, both of these, and this one, I'm fixing to work on this one tonight. But this is another tinderbox pipe. I got both of these at the same time, and I just really worked on this one because I find cleaning pipes to be relaxing, and my pipes stay clean because a lot of times if I'm bored or sitting around watching a ball game, watching TV, I'll get 2 or 3 of them and just shine them up, just mainly to have something to do. This one, they're a little, it's rusticated. It's a little harder to clean. I'll tell you my secret in just a second. This one's a little easier. The Brevia does well on it. Stem cleaner, and I put it on the bowl too and shine it. But I read online, I had 2 or 3 stems that had oxidized. I read online, and I use OxiClean now. Once you get the oxidation out, the best, and I didn't bring any with me, secret to keeping them from ever oxidizing again, regular old-fashioned chapstick. Put a little on there. You always need to do that after you get the oxidation out. It'll never come back. It's hard to clean with that Brevia because it's like car wax. You get it in this pit and it ain't coming out. Put a little chapstick on your fingers and kind of work that in. You talk about a gloss. It'll work. Look, I'm running out of time. Y'all have a good one. God bless you, and we'll catch you later.